Hello and welcome to another episode of Steph's Show. I'm your host, Stephanie Stone. Thank you for tuning in. My guest today is a team leader for a travel agency, Liberty Travel, and here she is, Amanda Stevens. Hey, Amanda.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for being here. Amanda, we're going to jump right in there. And Amanda is a team leader, as I said, for Liberty Travel. You've been in the business how long?
For 4 years now.
And I have to tell you, before you came on the show, a lot of people were very anticipatory and saying, I didn't know there's travel agents, but you are a consultant. And how would you say that the business has been lately?
It's actually great. We're really busy. I work at the office in Lincoln Park, but we need people all over. We have tons of business coming in right now, so it's great.
You know, I was filling in at work at Woodfield, and I saw one of your offices there.
Yes.
You know, I was curious because in this economic time, it seems like it's hard to travel. So my question to you is, I understand that 3-day cruises are popular among young families without a lot of discretionary income. And where do the cruises go, and what are the amenities on these cruises? And is that accurate?
Yes, there are 3-day cruises. They leave from Florida, so you're usually going to be departing from Miami or Fort Lauderdale.
And this is in general. I mean, across the board, there's these kind of cruises. So we can't really give out prices and all that, but they're pretty affordable. I just wanted to mention in general, I just saw that cruises are under like around $200 for in general for like 3-day cruises. Does that sound about accurate?
Yeah, that sounds good. You can usually get cruises under $100 a day, sometimes $70 per person per day, and that includes your accommodations, obviously, your cabin, all your meals. There's entertainment on board the ship, so there's really a lot to do, and get away for a few days.
And this is like throughout the year. And again, we're talking general. You do work for Liberty Travel, but we're talking about in general across the board. There are cruises out there that are pretty affordable for families.
Yes, definitely. There are the 3 days like you mentioned, and then at other times of the year there are longer cruises that you can usually get better values as well. The per day rate will be lower the longer you go. Are
these getting more popular in the last couple of years?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And I want to ask you, what do you recommend, keeping with the economic feeling here of trying to keep the costs down, what do you recommend for people wanting an economical yet exotic trip close to home, if there is such a thing? Economical, exotic, close to home.
What I would probably recommend would be Costa Rica.
Costa Rica?
Yeah.
That's close to home?
It's not too far. You can usually get there in 6 hours, including all your layover, flight time, everything.
From the time you walk out the house till the time you're in Costa Rica, 6 hours.
Yeah, not bad at all. It's definitely exotic, Central America, but it's a very safe place to go. It's very economical. It's adventurous, but beachy, so it can appeal to a lot of different travelers.
You know, by the way, has Costa Rica gone up in price? Because a few years ago, I had a neighbor that her boyfriend was from Costa Rica, and it had been really low cost of living. And has it gone up significantly in the last few years?
I think it's gotten a lot more popular. I know real estate there has gone up a lot, but you can still do relatively cost-effective travel there.
Okay. You mean like stay at hotels and all that?
Yeah, we have a wide range of hotels, tours, resorts, but you can usually stay at the smaller properties too if you're on a budget and get more of a local experience.
And as a consultant, do consultants have more, in general, do consultants have more in with the harder to find properties and maybe privately owned places and that kind of thing?
We have some, mostly resorts, small boutique hotels, B&Bs even. So yeah, there's a wide range of accommodation that you can stay at.
And I have a question. Is it true that you can get a better price through a consultant than you can through online? Again, we're talking in general.
Yes, that's true. Actually, Liberty Travel does have a price beat guarantee. But so if we can book it, we can beat it. And
but in general, consultants can sometimes get a better price than online.
Right, and then you can work with an agent and get all the services as well.
Okay, and then finally, for speaking on economical type of travel, when is the best time to visit national landmarks in the U.S. because they seem to be affordable?
Yeah, definitely. I actually did a national park vacation myself last year and loved it. The high season is obviously June, July, and August, so it's the best weather, but price-wise, you'll get better prices if you go in May or September and kind of avoid the rush.
But May or September would probably have to be a weekend if you have kids because school's in session during those times.
Yeah, if you want to stick with the school holidays, you'll want to try and go early June right when they get out, or late August right before they go back, since July seems to be the peak.
Hey, what's your favorite national landmark?
I would have to say Denali National Park in Alaska. Was beautiful. I couldn't believe every direction you looked.
You know, that's interesting that you say that because we do have some pictures that we're going to go to, and we're going to go to them in a minute. We have one of Alaska.
Okay, great.
And so we're going to see that. And any other, now that's a national landmark?
It's a national park.
National park.
Yes.
And what's it called?
It's Denali National Park. It's one of the largest in the U.S. It's pretty.
Sounds like it was cold up there.
Actually, well, if you go in the summer, it's warmer than Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah, in the interior of Alaska.
The interior of Alaska
is actually, it was in the 80s in June when we were there.
In Alaska?
Yes, in the interior. The coastline can be cooler, definitely.
Okay, and are we ready for the pictures? Okay, so let's see the first one. And there it is. Okay,
great.
Is that Alaska?
Yes, and I did take an Alaskan cruise, so we went through here. This is Glacier Bay National Park, and it's really beautiful when you travel there because the cruise ship will go in there and it'll actually stop and rotate so that no matter where you are in the ship, you'll get a great view and you get to see the glaciers. You get to hear them calving. It's really beautiful.
Do you get a view from when you're inside your cabin?
Some cabins have windows and some have balconies,
but
yeah, if you have a window or balcony, otherwise the decks as well.
And we're going to see another, we're going to look at another picture, and I know one of the ones coming up later on is of Costa Rica. It was a waterfall. So let's see the next one. We could. There it is. And what is that?
That is an all-inclusive resort in the Caribbean.
I had to say, I cut these out from a brochure and I left that in there. Okay, so go ahead. It's in the Caribbean.
Yes, it looks beautiful right about now as it's cold here, but yeah, beachy, all-inclusive, pools, beach.
Now,
lovely chairs.
Where in the Caribbean is that?
Well, it looks like Punta Cana.
Now, Punta Cana.
That's in the Dominican Republic.
Oh,
It has really gorgeous white sand beaches and that turquoise water. So
it really is turquoise.
Yeah.
And you can see down below.
Yes, it's really clear as well.
And I guess they're getting ready for the next picture, which I don't know if there's any on the back of that. No, there isn't. Okay. And let's see. By the way, coming up later, you'll tell us your favorite. Your favorite travel place. Great. Now let's see the next picture. I know what this is. Venice. I would love to go to Venice.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I've been there once, and I can't wait to go back.
Did you go with a special someone?
I did.
I think that's a place to go for that kind of thing.
Yeah, Italy is really beautiful, but I think no matter who you're with, you have to enjoy the scenery. Yep, that's in Venice.
Okay, and that's a gondolier.
Correct.
And that actually was in Venice. Okay, so I guess they're going to the next one. I don't know if there's anything on the back. By the way, speaking of which, I think there's some on the back of that. Jeff, yeah. I think one that'll be coming up soon is Greece. But I just wanted to say, you were saying when you're in Venice, it's really great. You can enjoy the scenery no matter who you're with. And on the opposite side, if you're with someone special, it doesn't matter where you're at, right?
Right, that's true.
You could be anywhere. You could be in a cold, dismal day in the middle of nowhere, and you're happy. Okay. So while we go to the next one, and I think it's Greece. Well, why don't we get a close up? So you and I will talk a little bit. Maybe the 2-shot or the 1-shot, either one. And we're going to get a close-up of Greece. Have you ever been to Greece?
I have. I believe your picture, it looks like the island of Santorini.
Santorini.
So I have not been to that island, but I have been to Greece, and I mean, look at that view. I would love to go there. It looks gorgeous.
Me too. I was in a restaurant called the Greek Islands a long time ago in Greektown, and it was decorated kind of, with the white stucco. And I had never been to Greece. And I didn't know what Greece looked like, and I walked in there, I'm like, this is gorgeous. And then I found out that's how Greece is. So. Yeah. Okay, I guess we're going to the next one. That looks like Big Ben, is that right?
In London, definitely.
Have you been there?
I haven't been to London, actually, but that's one of the only places in Europe I missed when I was traveling around, and I would love to go.